Yeah, dear students, everybody, welcome to Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. Right, dear students? So, we have been discussing the solutions of July attempt JEE main papers. So, now the discussion is related to 29th dated Shift-2 math part first, followed by physics and chemistry, dear students. Now, without any further ado, let us enter the discussion. So, the first question is, Z is a non-zero complex number given Z minus 1 by Z magnitude is 2, then the maximum value of mod Z he is talking about. Right, my dear friends, this is modulus of Z minus 1 by Z is always less than or equal to mod Z1 plus mod Z2 means minus 1 by Z, and which is greater than or equal to modulus of mod Z minus 1 by Z's modulus, this one, right. So, I can say here this is very clear, mod Z I need to know, this is modulus of Z minus 1 by Z which he has given as 2. So, I can say 2 is less than or equal to mod Z plus 1 by mod Z, and which is greater than or equal to, I can say modulus of mod Z minus 1 by mod Z we can write. You see, mod Z is a real number, right, a positive real number. T plus 1 by t is always greater than or equal to 2. So, this part is always clear. What you need to know is mod Z you take it as t minus 1 by t with modulus is less than or equal to 2 is to be solved. Do remember t is positive. So, you apply minus 2 less than or equal to t square minus 1 by t less than or equal to 2, where t is positive you can write minus 2t less than or equal to t square minus 1 less than or equal to 2t. Now, you can solve this inequation as well as this inequation, and you try to take the positive part common to this, you are going to get the answer for this, my dear friends. You are going to get the maximum value of t is going to be root 2 plus 1, that is it. It is simply handling quadratic inequations, right. Next, second question, which of the following is not obtained from the matrix minus 1 comma 2, this is 1 minus 1, by single or elementary row operations he is asking about. You see, my dear friends, A1 if you just do R1 plus R2, R1 you change it as R1 plus R2, you are going to get first row as 0 comma 1. So, this can be obtained, right. Similarly, R2 you just see R2 can also be obtained, you interchange R1 and R2 so that you are going to get B, right. Even D can also be obtained, R2 you change as R2 plus 2R1 you just do, this is minus 2 plus 1 minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, D can also be obtained, whereas C cannot be obtained by single elementary operation, right. So, option C is going to be the answer for this, my dear friends. Next, third question, this is simple one. He has given system of equations, he said it has infinitely many solutions, find alpha plus beta. So, you just consider the augmented matrix 1 1 1 6, whereas third one is comfortable to take 1 2 3 14 and 2 5 alpha beta. This is the augmented matrix. From this, my dear friends, he has given infinitely many solutions. You just change R2 as R2 minus R1 and R3 as R3 minus 2R1. So, that this matrix is going to be 1 1 1 6 and this is 0 1 2, this is going to be 8. The next, my dear friends, double is this and subtract 0, this is going to be 3, this is alpha minus 2, this is beta minus 12 it is going to be. So, this is I am going to do R3 minus 2 times R1. Now, with the help of this one you try to make this is 0, you are going to get 1 1 1 6, 0 1 2 8, you can write 0 0, triple in the sense alpha minus 8, this is in fact it is 8, 8 into 3 24, beta minus 36 you are going to get. To get infinitely many solutions, my dear friends, this must be 0 and this must be 0. So, alpha must be 8 and beta must be 36. He is asking us to find alpha plus beta value, which is going to be 44, my dear friends. Option C is the right answer. A simple and direct question it is. Next, you see fourth question, f of x, he said continuous at x is equal to 0, f of 0 is given as 10. So, he is asking us to find alpha. That means, my dear friends, limit x tends to 0, log of 1 plus 5x minus log of 1 plus alpha x by x. This limit must also be 10, my dear friends. So, you can apply L'Hopital's rule, simple limit, my dear friends, 1 by 1 plus 5 alpha into 5 minus 1 by 1 plus alpha x into alpha by 1, you just apply limit x tends to 0. You will get 5 minus alpha, this should be 10, my dear friends. So, alpha is going to be minus 5, that is it. So, answer is option D is the right answer. Next friends, you just see step T denote the greatest integer function, you need to write this integral. Here modulus of some expression is given 3x square minus 5x plus 2, whose factors are, you see, x minus 1 into 3x minus 2. This becomes 0 at 1, this becomes 0 at 2 by 3. So, the sign of this expression between 2 by 3 and 1, it is negative of this you are going to get, and after 2 by 3 to 1 it is going to be positive. What you need to do is split the integral. This is, since this is 1, you can also write, this is step off is there, step off 2x minus modulus of 3x square minus 5x plus 2, step close, plus 1 dx. You can write this is integral 0 to 1 step 1 dx, here you can write. Now, you need to apply integral 0 to 1, this modulus you need to remove. So, 0 to 2 by 3 you split, plus integral 2 by 3 to 1 you write. Between 0 and 2 by 3, this is going to be positive. So, you can write this as it is, so that 2x minus 3x, that is 7x minus 2 minus 3x square with step dx, and here it is going to be 2 by 3 to 1, it is going to be negative, means you will get plus 3x square, that is minus of this means plus 5x, 7x, and you are going to get plus 2 minus 3x square dx, my dear friends, with step. Now, you just observe this particular expressions range in the interval 0 to 2 by 3. Accordingly, you need to split and do, my dear friends. You just see where it is integer and you are going to get the answer. Just working is to be done, and this part is also there, integral 0 to 1 dx. This is going to be 1. You can just simplify, you are going to the answer to be option A, my dear friends. That is all. Next, you see this question, given you are given a sequence an, so he is asking us to simplify. This is relation is given an plus 2 this, and he is asking us to simplify this particular product. You see, my dear friends, here you can write, you can take a25 common, so that you will get a23 minus 2a22. Here again, in these two terms, you can try to take a24, 2a24 you can take common, so that you will get a23 minus 2a22 you will get, which is going to be, my dear friends, a23 minus 2a22 multiplied by a25 minus 2a24 is the expression you require. So, such kind of pattern you need to prepare. Here, my dear friends, what you need to do is an plus 2 minus an plus 1, you can write twice an plus 1 minus an plus 1 you can take, my dear friends. Now you simply put n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, keep on giving. You see, if you put n is equal to 0, you will get a2 minus a1 is 2 times a1 minus a0 plus 1. Continue one more, a3 minus a2 is equal to 2 times, you will get a2 minus a1 plus 1. Like that, if you just continue put n is equal to 1, you will get an minus an minus 1 is equal to 2 times an minus 1 minus an minus 2 plus 1. You just add all these, my dear friends, these get cancelled. You will get an minus a1, which is given as 0 in this particular problem, is equal to twice an minus 1 minus a1 you will get, which is also 0. 1 is added, you see 1, 2, 3 n minus 1 times, you can just add, you see you are going to get, here I kept 1, 2, 3, a0 1, 2, n minus 2 means n minus 1 times it is added, friends. So you will get an minus 2an minus 1, you are going to get some expression like n minus 1 you are going to get. Yes. From this expression, my dear friends, I can say now it is just exactly in that format. A23 minus A22 stands for 22 and A25 minus A24 stands for 23, my dear friends. That means 24 you are going to get here. So accordingly, you are going to get the answer as, you can say 528 is the answer. That's it. So you need to derive the pattern, that's it. Next, my dear friends, you see sigma r is equal to 1 to 20 r square plus 1 into r factorial. You can write sigma r is equal to 1 to 20 r plus 1 whole square, you write, into r factorial minus this is r square plus 1 plus 2r, that is minus 2r into r factorial you can write, which is, my dear friends, you can write here sigma r is equal to 1 to 20, 1 r plus 1 you put here, r plus 1 into r factorial will become r plus 1 factorial, minus 2 into r factorial is there, you can write minus, you can write, you see minus 2r into r factorial is left, you can write 1r into r factorial minus 1r into r factorial you can write, friends. Now you just take these two as one unit, because if we expand we are going to get, this is r plus 1 into r plus 1 factorial minus r into r factorial plus, you can write minus sigma r is equal to 1 to 20 r into r factorial, you can write r plus 1 into r factorial minus, you can write r factorial you can write. So this is, my dear friends, if you just expand, put r is equal to 1, you will get, this is 2 into 2 factorial minus 1 into 1 factorial, r is equal to 2, you will get 3 into 3 factorial minus 2 into 2 factorial and so on, 21 into 21 factorial minus 20 into 20 factorial. These get cancelled, you will get 21 into 21 factorial minus 1 you will get, and here this is also r plus 1 factorial minus r factorial. When you continue, you are going to get 21 factorial minus 1 factorial you are going to get, these two get cancelled. So you can say, my dear friends, this is minus of, right. So if you take 21 factorial common, you will get 20 into 21 factorial is the answer, which in turn you can write, you see this option B, if you take 21 factorial common, 22 minus 2 is going to be 20. So option B matches with 20 into 21 factorial, my dear friends. That's all. Next, you see this particular integral, indefinite integral, I of x is given like, you see you separate integral secant square x into sin x to the power of minus 2022 x minus integral of 2022 into, you can write sin x to the power of minus 2022 dx. This is the integral given. You just try to separate, my dear friends. Here you just apply by parts. So second one, let it be passive. So this is g of x, my dear friends, f of x into integral g of x is tan x minus integral f dash x means plus 2022 into sin x to the power of 2 minus 2023 into sin x derivative cos x into this tan x means you will get sin x by cos x dx plus of course minus integral 2022 into sin x to the power of minus 2022 dx, right. Now here what you can observe is you can write sin x to the power of minus 2022 into tan x plus when this cos x got cancelled, this is 2022 into sin x to the power of minus 2022, both are the same with plus and minus. This is going to be the integral, my dear friends. This is I of x. Once you got it, you can find the answer comfortably, sin x to the power of minus 2022 into tan x. Now he is asking I pi by 4. You just put pi by 4, my dear friends. This is 1, this is 1 by root 2 power minus 2022 means root 2 power 2022, that is 2 power 1011. Perfect. Correct. Then you need, that means here integration constant can be neglected. That is the meaning from the data what he has given. Now you just substitute I of pi by 3, pi by 6, you substitute and try to identify the answer, my dear friends. You can see that this is going to be the right answer. Just substitution matters. We have found the function, right. Next, you see the differential equation passes through the point 2 comma 1. Array, this is non-homogeneous differential equation, right. These two lines intersect at the point 1 comma 1. So shift the origin to the point small x is capital X plus 1, small y is capital Y plus 1, so that this becomes dy by dx is equal to capital X plus capital Y by capital X minus capital Y. Now the next substitution is put y is equal to Vx. You can easily solve this standard differential equation, so that you know you are going to get the answer to be the first option, my dear friends. Okay. So just this is a very routine question. You can solve the answer to find the integration constant. Even he has given the point 2 comma 1 and he has also given this particular point, then we can easily identify the answer, my dear friends. Okay. That is all. The next you can say the another differential equation LDE, my dear friends. LDE is, you see, it is like dy by dx plus p of x into y is equal to q of x. Okay. So friends, you just want, see, I can say this is p of x, integrating factor, you know, integrating factor is equal to e power integral p dx, that is 2x square plus 11x plus 13 by, whenever you see this expression, it is a standard expression which is, you can say this is x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 it is. Okay. I think you know how to find the partial fractions. You will get 1 by a by x plus 1 plus b by x plus 2 plus c by x plus 3 we write. So a you will get 2, b minus 1, c 1 you will get, right. So you will get like b 1, c minus 1. So that, my dear friends, this is log of x plus 1 whole square into x plus 2 by x minus 3 you will get. You see x plus 3 is here, this is y. This is going to be e power log of x plus 1 whole square into x plus 2 by x plus 3 is the integrating factor, which is nothing but x plus 1 whole square into x plus 2 by x plus 3. So the solution you can write now, it is going to be y into this total integrating factor is equal to integral of integrating factor into q of x. x plus 3 got cancelled, x plus 1 gets cancelled, you are going to get x plus 1 into x plus 2 dx. Here its integral is very simple, x square integral x cube by 3, 3x integral 3x square by 2, 2 integral 2x plus c. To find c, he has given it is passing through the point 0 comma 1. You can just substitute, you will get c value. So, you can also find y of 1, my dear friends. It is a routine question, but bit lengthy, right. Next, this is another question, m1 m2 be the slopes of two adjacent sides of a square, right. That means for a square, my dear friends, if you just take the slopes m1 m2, you know m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. And he has given a quadratic equation connecting this in terms of a. Here m2 you can write minus 1 by m1, this is 1 by m1 square you can write. This is a quadratic equation in a. If one vertex of the square is given, suppose a, b, c, d, he has given, suppose this vertex is given and the equation of the diagonal is given. You can observe that this particular point, if you substitute, you will see that this will not be 0. That means one diagonal, other diagonal not passing through 2 is given, right. Then he is asking us to simplify this particular expression, which is sin power 4 alpha plus cos power 4 alpha, you know sin 2 alpha is required and a value is required. So, you know my dear friends, already there is an equation connecting the particular a and m is also there, right, m1 m2 is minus 1. Now, what you can do is, since this point is given, you can just find a line perpendicular to this one passing through this, you can just find, and he also said that of side a, this length is going to be a, my dear friends. So, you just find this line so that you can find this value, and after that, my dear friends, you can just find, you just equate, you see this distance to this distance, this point already given, this distance must be, if then this is a root 2, half of this is a by root 2. You just equate that, you will get another relation connecting alpha, from which you need to find alpha and a value, then only you will get. Calculation will be lengthy, but procedure is easy, standard procedure, right. Next, my dear friends, you see the number of elements in this set. You see, it is very clear, this is always greater than or equal to 2, and 2 cos of something is always less than or equal to 2. This is possible only when this value is exactly 2 and this value is exactly 2, right. That means x must be 0, my dear friends, then only it is possible. Number of elements in the set is 1. He is asking number of elements, there will be one and only one element, that is 0, that is 0. So, your option must be A, not C, do remember. Next, you see 3 points are given, vertices of a triangle. This is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. Then which of the following is not correct regarding triangle ABC? My dear friends, here one important observation is x coordinate is repeated and y coordinate is repeated. That means it is a right angle triangle with this as the vertex containing right angle. Circumcenter is midpoint of these two, my dear friends. Midpoint of these two means alpha plus alpha by 4 by 2 comma this is 2, right. So, but this is circumcenter is given as this, you just equate alpha by 4 is 2 means alpha is 8, 8 means 8 plus 2, 10 by 2, 5, perfect, alpha value is found. That means you know all the 3 vertices, right. Now you can find area, perimeter, circumradius, inradius, everything you can find. You need to find which is not true. For a right angle triangle, my dear friends, once you know 3 vertices, you can find AB length, suppose this is small a, small c, this is small a, small b. You see area means just find half AB, perimeter means a plus b plus c, circumradius is nothing but you see hypotenuse by 2 is the circumradius, in radius anyhow you can apply r is equal to delta by s, delta is area, s is this, from which you can identify. I think option B is going to be the wrong answer, so that should be the option, correct option here, right. Next, you just see this friends, Q is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from P to the plane. Our plane equation is given. So, he has given a point P, foot of the perpendicular is given as Q, right. R is a point on the plane such that angle PQR, R is here, angle PRQ is 60 degrees, my dear friends. Then the area of triangle PQR he is asking about. It is very simple, you just find the perpendicular distance. This is 1 plus 4 plus 3 minus 14 by root 6, my dear friends. This I can say this is 8 minus 14, which is 6 by root 6, means this perpendicular distance is root 6. Now trigonometry comes into action, right. When it is root 6, my dear friends, this is 30 degrees. So, you can say this is going to be root 2, my dear friends, because this into root 2, sin tan 30 degrees is 1 by root 3, right. When these two are known, area of the triangle is half into base into height. So, this is the answer. Your answer is going to be root 3 units. That is all. Simple question. See, you can observe one important thing. Some questions are very easy, few questions are bit lengthy. You must be very choosy. If you identify that, you can score better. You see, my dear friends, 4 points are coplanar in which lambda is the unknown, then the product of all possible values of lambda. Here let the points be A, B, C, D. If they are coplanar, AB bar, AC bar, AD bar, box is equal to 0. That means you just apply determinant is equal to 0. You will get a quadratic equation in lambda. Just you consider product of the roots, that is C by A you consider, you will get the answer for this question, my dear friends. You are going product of the roots be 95 by 8. That is all. Next, my dear friends, bag 1 contains, you see, 3 red, 4 black and 3 white, and bag 2 contains 2 red, 5 black and 2 white. So, this is having 10 balls, okay, this is having 9 balls. One ball is transferred from bag 1 to bag 2 and then a ball is drawn from bag 2. One ball is transferred and then from there he is picking up. So, the ball so drawn is found to be black, okay, then the probability that the transferred ball is red. So, that means, friends, it is Bayes theorem application. The ball that is transferred can be either red or black or white. So, now first red is transferred, then you have drawn black, or black is transferred, black is drawn, white is transferred, black is drawn, 3 cases. What is the probability that red is chosen? 3 out of 10 multiplied by, from this you have to get black. Now, this is already 9 are there, 1 is transferred 10. So, black number is 5 itself, 5 by 10 plus. Now, next you have drawn 4, you have to draw black, 4 out of 10 you have to draw, this is the black. Now, this is transferred, black will be 6 now, 6 out of 10. The next it is you have to draw white ball, probability is 3 by 10 and that is transferred in this, still black balls are 5 itself, by total it is going to be 10. This is the total probability of drawing one ball, transferring into that you have to get a black ball. Now, I want the case it is to be red ball is transferred. Red ball is transferred means first case. You can write the first case in the numerator, this case. So, this is Bayes theorem application. You will get the answer, my dear friends. Okay, fine. Yeah, you will get the answer to be 5 by 18. Okay. Next question, my dear friends. Here S is the set containing set of all point x comma y such that mod z this is, you see, z minus of 1 minus I is greater than or equal to mod z. This means it is like in our language PA greater than or equal to PB. Here PA is equal to PB will be the perpendicular bisector of AB. What is the A is nothing but 1 comma minus 1, B is nothing but 0 0. That means the you see, this is the coordinate plane, 1 comma minus 1 will be here and 0 comma 0 will be here. The perpendicular bisector of this is 1 comma minus 1, right. So, 1 comma minus 1 will be here, in fact 0 comma 0 will be here. You just take the perpendicular bisector of this, and the points you need to take which lie one side. You can just 0 0 you can put and verify, you will take this half plane, my dear friends. So, all the points above this particular line you can take it as, you can say the perpendicular bisector, in the sense definitely the slope of this is going to be minus 1 by 1, that is minus 1 is the slope, that is x plus y passing through the midpoint. That means not about the line passing through this, you have to take the perpendicular, its slope is minus 1 means required line slope is 1. So, you can say y x minus y is equal to, the midpoint is 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 means 1. This is the line, this line is x minus y is equal to 1. Whereas, my dear friends, another one is mod z less than 2, you know it is a standard one, it is a circle with center 0 0 radius 2. So, you can take this as a circle, set of all points interior to this. Now, this is a line, my dear friends, this is, it is like PL is equal to PB, like A is minus 1 comma 0, B is 1 comma 0, perpendicular bisector of this. Minus 1 comma 0 will be here, my dear friends, and you can say another one is, you see 0 1 comma 0, right, PA is equal to PB, this is 1, PA, this is A, you can take this point, minus I means 0 comma minus 1, right, Z minus, this is 1 comma 0, you need to find the perpendicular bisector of this. That means the slope of this is going to be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So, 1, its perpendicular line slope is minus 1. So, you can take x plus y, the midpoint is 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 0, x plus y is equal to 0 kind of, y is equal to minus x line. This is the one. Do remember this is a line segment. So, these are the points which lie. So, you can take up to here, you can take another color here so that you can identify better. So, this is the one this particular third equation satisfies. Now, for these points you need to identify x coordinate and y coordinate, because he is asking us then set of all values of x such that w belongs to s, 2x comma y belongs to s. You just identify here with the help of these points, you just identify x and y values, accordingly you can just find 2x and y. You need to identify these points accordingly, because these are the common points in all. So, what are the common points? So, all these things is nothing but this particular line segment. So, according to this particular line segment, you just find x range as well as y range. You can just find, if you could find those 2 points, that means solve this equation with x square plus y square is equal to this, you are going to get, my dear friend, because this is going to be y is equal to minus x, right. So, 2x square is equal to kind of you can do. So, you can find, my dear friends, because 2x square is equal to 4 kind of you can solve this and do, right. Next, my dear friends, you see this question related to vectors. A bar, B bar, C bar, B3 coplanar concurrent vectors such that the angles between any 3 of them is the same. That means they must be like, you can take they must be like 3 vectors like this, okay. They are having such that angle between any 2 of them is same, means obviously it must be 120 degrees each, right. Coplanar, he said, fine. And the product of their magnitudes is, suppose A bar, B bar, C bar magnitudes, let me say A, B, C, B 14 he has given, and he is asking us to find this product. I think you know, my dear friends, A bar cross B bar dot B bar cross D bar, definition let me give, my dear friends, this is A dot B, A dot D, B dot C, you write C, you see A dot C, A dot D, B dot C, B dot D. This small determinant gives this particular one. This is the definition that we observe 4 vectors product. You just apply the same here, A cross B dot B cross D. So, which you are going to get, friends, you see A dot B, A dot C and B dot B, and you can say B dot C. This you just expand. How to find dot product here? This is going to be, friends, A dot B means AB into cos 120 degrees is, you see, minus 1 by 2, right, minus 1 by 2. Here also AC into minus 1 by 2, B square into minus 1 by 2, this is BC into minus 1 by 2. So, you can take minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 common, which is 1 by 4, my dear friends. So, you will get A B square C minus A B square C you are going to get. So, that you are going to get 1 by 4 times, you will get finally, this is 3 by 4 ABC square you will get. You will get 3 times 3 by 4, you just apply the same, you will get 3 by 4, you see A B square C. In the same way, the second, third, if you apply, finally you are going to get, my dear friends, 3 by 4 into ABC into A plus B plus C value you will get, which is given as 168. This ABC value is also provided in the problem as 14. Now, you can find A plus B plus C value, you will get here, my dear friends. So, just apply the definition, that is all. A dot B you can just find, so AB cos theta, and this definition if you could apply, you will get the answer easily. Next, friends, the domain of this function, very simple, you just apply input of this is going to be x square minus 3x plus 2 by x square plus 2x plus 7 must be between minus 1 to 1, that is it. Denominator is always positive, you can, because delta negative, you can comfortably write it as minus of x square plus 2x plus 7 is less than or equal to x square minus 3x plus 2 less than or equal to x square plus 2x plus 7. You solve this inequation, you will get one quadratic inequation, and you can also take this part, you will get second, you take the common solution. To make you easy, he had made the denominator a positive quadratic expression. So, you can take the benefit of that, you can solve it, you will get the answer to be minus 1 to infinity, that is it. Next, my dear friends, a statement which is not equivalent to, or simply write the truth tables and try to identify, you are going to get the answer to be option B, that is it. So, simple, you write the truth tables, nothing special in this problem. Next, my dear friends, you see the sum and product of the mean and variance of a binomial distribution to be 82.5 and 1350. That means mean and variance m plus v is 82.5, means I can say 165 by 2, and m into v is going to be 1350. So, from this you can find mean and variance, my dear friends. You can find mean to be like, you see, one of the values you can find like, you see, 45 by 2 and other will be 60, you just check with this. So, you will get 60, 22.5 is perfect, 60 into 45 by 2 is also perfect. Mean and variance we can find, and you know variance will be smaller than mean, because this is NP, this is NPQ, my dear friends. So, from this you can find Q. So, this is 45 by 2 by 60. So, Q is going to be 45 by 2 into 60, 15 3 times, 4 times, which is 3 by 8. So, P is going to be 5 by 8. So, you can also find N, my dear friends. NP 60 means 5, you can say 12 into 8, you are going to get 96 N. You know N value, P value, Q value, is asking number of trials, N itself he is asking, you will get the answer. A direct question, you can observe that in July most of the attempt the same kind of question repeated in many papers. So, this we can say a good question with respect to July papers, right. You see alpha beta be the roots of this quadratic equation x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0. P of n is given alpha power n minus beta power n. This expression, my dear friends, here what you can do is, if you take P15 common, you can take here you can prepare, my dear friends, you see Pn you can take like Pn minus Pn minus 1 you take. So, alpha power n minus beta power n minus alpha power n minus 1 minus beta power n minus 1. So, which is alpha power n minus alpha power n minus 1 minus beta power n minus beta power n minus 1. Better you take here, you see, as alpha square minus alpha you can write alpha power n minus 2 you take common, you will get alpha square minus alpha. Here also minus beta power n minus 2 you take common, beta square minus beta. From this alpha square minus alpha is 4, this is also 4, you can write here 4 and here 4, you can write 4 into alpha power n minus 2 minus beta power n minus 2, which you can write 4 times p n minus 2. So, my dear friends, I can say here Pn minus Pn minus 1 by Pn minus 2 is equal to 4. Now, you can clearly arrange this as, you see, P16 minus P15 by P14 into P15 minus P14 by P13, you can arrange. Yes, you will get 4 into 4, it is going to be 16 is the answer. Okay. Next, you see, this is a matrix, he has given x transpose x a power k, x is actually he has given 33, matrix cannot be 33. So, it should be deleted, or else you can suppose if it treated as a 1 by 1 matrix 33, now you can just check, my dear friends, you will observe here a square a cube, you just observe, you will get a power k, you will get like 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 3 k, you will observe, my dear friends. After observing this, you just see at for what value you are going to get this, like, see, you can just find, yeah, you see, you can just find this a k and see for what value of k it is going to be equal to this, my dear friends. So, this is going to be almost a 10, because you need to multiply this a k with the column matrix 1 1 1 and this particular matrix 0 0 3 k 0 1 0 0 0 1 into 1 1 1. This is the one. This is going to be, my dear friends, so x to be multiplied, this is column matrix, yeah, yeah, you can write, so because matrix multiplication must be compatible, right. So, this is going to be 1 1 1 and this is going to be the row matrix 1 1 1, okay. So, now it is going to 1 1 1 matrix, that means 1 by 1 matrix. So, when you put A is equal to 8, you will get here 24, then when A is equal to 10, you are going to get 30. So, K is equal to 10 will work out such that this is going to be 33, my dear friends, right. Next, you see the number of natural numbers between 1012 and 23421, that they can be formed using digits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repetition of digits is not allowed, but divisible by 55. 55 means 5 into 11 both are co-primes, it must be divisible 5 and divisible by 11. So, my dear friends, first let me count 4 digit numbers. Since divisible by 5, the only possible digit here is 5, 0 is not there. So, other 3 digits must be filled with these. Now, suppose let me call these digits are A, B, C, 5. For divisibility by 11, A plus C must be equal to B plus 5. Simply put B is equal to 1, my dear friend. This is 6 means you can write A, C as 2, 4 or 4, 2, 2 cases. If you give B is equal to 2, this is 7, this can be 3, 4 or 4, 3, that is the other possibility, 2 more cases. If B is equal to 3, my dear friends, B is equal to 3, if you put 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 in the sense digits cannot be repeated. So, you can just see B is equal to 3 may not give, because you just see if B is equal to 3, 3 plus 5 8, A plus C 8 means 2 combination 2 6 is possible, right. 2 6 6 2 are possible, 2 more possible 6. If b is equal to 4, 9, 9 means 5, 4, 9 is done, then 6, 3, 3, 6, but should be there. You see, if b is equal to 4, if you give, my dear friends, so a plus c must be 9, right. So in that case you are going to get, see, you have to get, this is b is equal to 4 case, 4 plus 5, 9, a plus c 9 means, so you can give 3, 6, 3, 3, 6, 6, 3. Is this combination fine? Yes, 3, 6, 4, 5, it is fine, and 6, 3, 4, 5, that is also fine, right. And after this, my dear friends, you can say, and b is equal to 5 is not possible, b is equal to 6 means 6 plus 5, 11, that combination is not possible with other things, right. So these are the things, but b is equal to 1 means you can just see a 2, 4 is fine, everything is fine, right. And other than this, my dear friends, you can also check with 5 digit numbers. You can just see that if you fix the last one 5, you are to fill 2, 3, 4, 6, you have to fill such that it is divisible by 5. You can see that no further cases will be possible. Okay, right. Next, this question, sigma k is equal to 1 to 10 k square. You just see, my dear friends, sigma k is equal to 1 to 10 k into 10 c k whole square it is, which is sigma k is equal to 1 to 10 c k, you can write 10 by k into 9 c k minus 1. Am I correct? So 10 by k into 9 c k minus 1 whole square. K got cancelled, 10 square is 100 into sigma k is equal to 1 to 10 9 c k minus 1 whole square. If you just put it, what will you get? 9c0 square plus 9c1 square, 9c9 square. This is 100 into, you see, c0 square plus c1 square plus cn square is 2ncn, that is 18c9. You just compute 18c9 into 100, that gives the answer, my dear friends. The next one, step t denote the greatest integer function, the number of points of non-differentiability. Non-differentiability in the sense, you see, in the interval minus 20 to 20, you see here step x plus 20, you know, step x will be discontinuous at every integer, say minus 19, minus 18 and so on. You can go to 19, you can say there will be 39 such points where it is non-differentiable, and at all the other places these are differentiable. You see, differentiable plus non-differentiable is non-differentiable. So at these 39 points you can say that they are non-differentiable. Here x plus 1 by 2 integer cases, x plus 1 by 2 integer cases, in this you can find another 39 which are entirely different from these. That means you say minus 20 plus 1 by 2, that is minus 19.5, minus 18.5, like that you will get 19.5. Here you will get another 39 cases, right. And what about this? This is not differentiable at minus 3 by 2, my dear friends, that case, and here you will get one more case, and minus 3 by 2 is also there in this. So all together here you can find this is minus 19.52, here you will get 19.5, means one more case will be there here, right. And this is minus 3 by 2 is also here. So no further cases, altogether you are going to get 79 cases points where it is going to be non-differentiable. Next, my dear friends, the tangent to the first curve at the point a comma b is also tangent to this curve at the point 2 comma minus 1. Array, here you can find its a tangent at this point, because the derivative is 10x plus 2 at the point 2 comma minus 1 means 22 is the slope, point is known. Am I correct? Its derivative 10x plus 2 at 2 comma 1 means 22, means y is equal to 22x, and passing through the point, you see 44 plus 1, you see 44 means minus 43, you just write 45, you write, it is going to be the tangent. This particular curve is also tangent to this, my dear friends. So why don't you solve the equation? You can replace this 22x minus 45 is equal to x cube minus x square plus x, which is a cubic equation which must have two, I can say two roots, same roots they must have, that is x cube minus x square minus 21x plus 45 equal to 0. You can try the roots of this particular equation, my dear friends. 45 here, you can say the factors can be 3, 3 kind of, that means 3 can be a factor, 5, 9, like that you have to see, my dear friends. You are going to get one of the factors to be guess 3 kind of, you can find the value, and this you need to find the point of contact. So, once you solve this, you will get x value. For that x value in this gives a comma b point, you can find this, my dear friends. That is the answer for this. Next, AB is a chord of length 12 of the circle. There is a circle, my dear friends, with center 2 comma minus 1. AB is a chord of length 12. Okay. Radius is also known, which is 13 by 2, my dear friends, and two tangents are drawn to the circle at the point A and B. Okay. Intersect at the point P, fine. Then the 5 times he said, then 5 times the distance of P from the chord AB. So, P to AB you have to find this distance, multiplied by 5 you have to find, and here you know this length is to be 6 because total is 12. Radius is known to us, radius, because if this is the center, my dear friends, you can say radius is 13 by 2. You know, if this is the thing, here it is 90 degrees would be, okay. So, I can say if suppose, my dear friend, this is theta, you know, for this is cos theta is going to be adjacent side 6 by hypotenuse is 13 by 2, which is 12 by 13, my dear friends. If this is 12 by 13, this is 90 degrees, my dear friends. You just want this. So, you just take tan 90 degrees minus theta, which is cot theta. That means its tan means required x by, you can say this is 6. So, x is nothing but 6 cot theta. Cot theta means here this is adjacent side by hypotenuse, adjacent side by opposite side. Okay. You can find x value, my dear friends. 5 times of this he is asking about, 12 into 6, 72 is the answer, my dear friends. That is it. Next, you see A bar, B bar are two vectors such that A bar plus B bar square is, you see it is a square means A square, let me write magnitude square plus B square plus 2A dot B is equal to A square plus 2B square. But A dot B value is given as 3, my dear friends. These two got cancelled. This is, he has given, this is 3 into 2, 6. So, B square magnitude is B square is equal to 6. Another point, A cross B square 75 means, you know, my dear friends, A cross B magnitude square minus A dot B magnitude square are plus, because this is A square B square sin square theta, A square B square cos square theta is going to be A square B square. This is given as 75 already, this is already given as 3 square, which is A square B square. So, 75 plus 9, which is 84, B square you are already got 6. So, 6 2 times 6 1 16. Yeah. So, this is, you can say 14. Yeah. So, this is you got A square magnitude, that is all. That is it. A square is 14. Next, my dear friends, you can say set of all lattice points n comma n. This is having, T is having the points r cross r, do remember this is n cross n, right, such that this is, you know, an ellipse, this is going to be interior of a circle. He is asking number of points of S intersection T, means we need to find the common points of this. This is not curve, it is region, my dear friends, bit lengthy, but I can say that to avoid calculation, shift the origin to the point small x is equal to capital X plus 3, small y is equal to capital Y plus 4, so that this becomes 9x square plus 16y square less than or equal to 144, that is x square by 16 plus y square by 4 is less than or equal to 1, which is an ellipse, my dear friends. Here 4 minus 4, this is 2 minus 2, this is the 1, my dear friends. Okay. Now, second one with the same change, if you x plus 3 means you are going to get x minus 4 whole square plus y square less than or equal to 36. It is a circle with center 4 comma 0 and radius 6, my dear friends. Radius 6, you will get a circle like this. Now, you need to check. So, interior of the ellipse as well as the circle, you need to count the number of points of intersection. You can check with, you see, you know already this is 6 in the sense this is minus 2. You can try with the points minus 2 0, minus 1 combination, 0 1 2 3 combination. You just count, you can get the number of points of intersection which are common to these, going to be 27. Right. With this, my dear friends, 29th shift 2 dated math part discussion we have done. This follows chemistry and physics also. Stay tuned to Infinity Learn. Right.
Sorry. So we are going to discuss the JEE mains basically of 29th July shift 2 that was conducted in evening session. Okay. So let's start this session. Okay. So here is the first question. The question says that consider the reaction 4HNO3 plus 3 KCl gives you Cl2 plus NOCl plus 2H2O and KNO3. Okay. The amount of HNO3 required to produce basically 110 gram of KNO3. Okay. So basically you have to calculate by using this equation, and it can be easily calculated here, that basically if you go for this, okay, let's go for the molar mass of KNO3 first. So if you go for the molar mass of KNO3, it will be basically equals to potassium is 39, okay, nitrogen is 14, and the oxygen is the 16 into 3, that is 48. Okay. So it will be having total value of 52 and 39. Okay. So it's basically 52 and 39, so it is something like 91. Okay. So 91 is the molar mass of it. So I can say that 3 into 91 gram of this basically required this much of HNO3. Okay. So HNO3 has basically molar mass of 63 grams. So I can say that 63 into 4, which is basically equals to, so by the calculations I can say that 3 into 91 gram of this compound basically requires 4 into 63 grams of HNO3. Okay. It requires 4 into 63 gram of HNO3. Okay. Now, so for 110 gram, can I say that it will be required 4 into 63 upon 110 into basically 1 upon 3 into 91. Okay. sorry, into 110. Okay, so this will be the amount of HNO3 that will be required to produce the 110 gram of KNO3. Okay, so just solve it and you will get your answer. Okay, going to the next question. So the next question is, given below are the quantum numbers of 4 electron. Okay, so there are 4 electrons quantum number given and you have to arrange them in increasing energy. Okay, so going for the energy, basically energy is order is determined by n plus L value. It is determined by n plus L value. Okay, so it is determined by n plus L value. More the value of n plus L, more will be the energy. Now the question is, if n plus L is same, okay, if the n plus L is same, if the n plus L is same, then basically it is determined by n value. Greater the value of n, more will be the energy. Okay, so here n plus L is 5. Okay, here n plus L is also 5, here n plus L is 6, and here n plus L is 4. So this will be having the maximum energy. Out of this two, this will be having more energy because of the greater n value. Okay, so you will be getting your answers something like this, that basically C has the maximum energy, then B. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. Okay, going to the next question. The next question is that C burns with the O2, give you CO2 plus 400 kilojoule energy. C burns with half of O2, gives you CO plus 100 kilojoule of energy. When coal of purity 60% is allowed to burn in the presence of insufficient oxygen. So there was not sufficient oxygen actually. 60% of the carbon is converted into this and the remaining is converted into the CO2. Okay, the heat generated when 0.6 kilogram of the coal is burnt. Okay, so the total amount of carbon, basically, because in the coal all part is not the carbon, only 60% of it is carbon. Okay, so basically carbon amount, if I have to write down the carbon amount, so it will be equals to 60% of 0.6 kg, that is equals to 0.36 kg. Okay, which is equals to 360 gram. Okay, so out of 360 gram, if I calculate the moles of carbon, then moles of carbon will be equals to 360 divided by 12, which is equals to 30 moles. Okay, so basically 30 moles of the carbon is there. Okay, so 30 mole of the carbon is there, and out of this 30 mole, basically 18 mole, okay, the 60% of it. Okay, the 60% is basically the 18 mole convert into CO, while the remaining, that is the 40% of 30, that is 12 mole. Okay, so basically that is 12 mole is converted into what? It is converted into CO2. Okay, it is converted into CO2. So I can easily say that the reaction here, it is basically, this reaction is going for how many moles? The CO2 one is for 12 mole and this is going for the 18 mole. Okay, so the energy released will be 18 into 400 plus it will be equal to, because these energies are given for per mole data, so it will be 12 into 400 and 18 into basically 100. Okay, 18 into basically 100. So this will be your complete answer. Okay, so this will be your complete energy answer. Okay, so let's check which answer matches with this and mark it. Okay, now going to the next question. Okay, now going to the next question, 200 ml of this HCl is mixed with this H2SO4. Okay, fine. The pH of the resultant mixture. So what will happen here? If you consider the HCl, it will break down and give you H plus plus Cl minus, it is the strong acid, and H2SO4 also being a strong acid, it will break down to give you 2H plus along with the SO4 2 minus. Okay, so this is going to be happening here. Now what will happen basically in this, that log 2 is, and every value is given, you don't require actually those values here. Okay, so basically if you go for the total number of moles for this compound, the millimoles or moles, whatever you want to say that, okay, it will be 200 into 0.01, so it will be 2 decimals will be placed here, so it will be basically 2. Okay, and similarly if you go for this, there will be 2 moles of H plus from this. Okay, so it will be basically 4, and basically when it multiplies it will be 4. So total millimoles of this is 6. Okay, so let's go for the concentration of H plus. So it will be equals to whatever the millimoles of H plus is there, millimoles of H plus, along divide that with the milliliter volume. Okay, milliliter of volume. Okay, so just divide it with this, and millimoles are 6 and the volume is basically 600 milliliter. Okay, so this is going to be your concentration, and once you know the concentration, you can easily determine out the pH by using the formula minus log of 10 to the base H plus. Okay, just substitute it 1 by 100 here and you will be getting your answer. Okay, so this is all the calculation that is involved here, just these calculations. Okay, so if there is any calculation mistake, kindly correct it by yourself. Okay, there is, I don't think there is any calculation mistake actually. Is there any calculation mistake? So 200 ml of this is present there, 400 ml, so total volume is 600 ml, okay, is mixed with this. So the number of moles here, it is going to give, oh sorry. So it is going to be 8 basically, na? So it will be 10. There is a mistake, okay. So it will be 1 by 60 actually, okay. So the mistake is here, okay, because it will be producing, if it is 4 millimoles, it will be producing 8 millimoles, because 1 mole of this gives 2 moles of H plus, okay. Going to the next question, below are the critical temperatures of some of the gases. The gas showing the least adsorption. So adsorption is directly proportional to critical temperature, okay. So basically if you go for the adsorption here, adsorption is directly proportional to critical temperature. More the critical temperature, greater will be the adsorption, okay. So this is what our data suggests. So for this case, the minimum, they are asking you the least adsorption, and the least adsorption will be for the helium. So the answer will be option number A, okay. Going to the next question, in liquefaction, what happens in liquefaction basically? Liquefaction is a process of basically purification where low melting point metal, remember, where low melting point metals basically are subjected to, here we keep the slump of it, and this metal basically then start melted, because this wedge on which it is kept is basically the heated wedge, okay. This is basically the heated wedge, and this heated wedge basically melt the metal, and due to melting it comes down and pour here, okay. So this is how you collect the molten metal, okay. So it is brought to the molten form, which is made to flow on a slope, okay. So this is the process of liquefaction is, okay. Going to the next is basically, if I talk about here, then going to the next question, the next question is, okay, stannate is an example of molecular halide. So stannate, if you talk about this, then basically it lies in the carbon family, okay. So it will be basically having showing the valency number 4, okay. So the formula for stannate will be SnH4, okay. So this will be the formula of the compound, okay. Is an molecular hydride? Yes, it is a molecular hydride. Stannate is a planar, no, it's a tetrahedral, so this statement is false, okay. Second statement is false, the first one is the correct, okay. Going to the next question, Portland cement contain X to enhance the setting time. So basically we add gypsum, okay. Remember, we add basically the gypsum to basically increase the setting time, okay. Otherwise the cement will set down in the 10 seconds and you will not be able to basically form what? You will not be basically able to form what? The compound that you want, the setting time that we require for creating the construction. That's why basically we add the gypsum in that, okay. So the correct answer is the gypsum, that is option number B. Going to the next question, when borax is heated with basically cobalt oxide on platinum loop, blue colored beads are formed. So basically what happened that when you heat the borax, okay, Na2 is, okay, so basically here Na2B4O7, okay. So when you heat the borax here, in the first step basically it loses the water of crystallization and create basically a species Na2B4O7, okay. And then again when you heat it, basically it creates sodium metaborate, okay. So this compound NaBO2 is called sodium metaborate along with the release of B2O3, okay. And when this compound combines with each other, it is called as glassy bead, and when it is treated with the metal oxide, then it basically creates a metal metaborate, okay. Then it basically creates metal metaborate, okay. So the final product is basically the metal metaborate that is created by this reaction, okay. So the final product that you are going to get is the metal metaborate, okay. So the correct answer will be this option number B, okay. It is for all the metals, okay. Which of the following 3D metal ion will give the lowest enthalpy of hydration when dissolved in the water, okay. So what happened basically here, if you go for this Cr2 plus, they are not changing the charge because the only dependency they are keeping is for the size, okay. I will be coming to that. Then there is a Fe2 plus, and then basically there is for the cobalt 2 plus, okay. So what is happening here, if you consider it, then you will be finding it out that basically hydration enthalpy that we are talking here is the hydration enthalpy is basically the hydration energy is directly proportional to charge upon size ratio. It is directly proportional to charge upon size ratio, okay. So basically if the charge is constant, then all dependency goes to the size, okay. So now the factor size will decide for which basically maximum the size, lesser will be the hydration enthalpy, okay. So if you go from here to here, actually size decreases, okay, but if you go from here to here, okay, here to here size decreases, but here to here size almost constant, okay. So almost size is constant, okay. So we can't compare them directly on the basis of this, okay. We can't compare them directly on the basis of this, but in the NCERT, if you prefer, they have given the data for this, okay. They have given the data. On the basis of data you can answer it easily, okay. So basically on the basis of size we cannot compare it also, so this logic will not work there. So we have to basically go for the data part of this question, okay, which is given in the NCERT. Going to the next question. Octahedral complex of copper 2 plus undergoes a structural distortion, okay. So let's understand this concept. What basically is this concept? Which of the one given complex will show the maximum structural distortion? So what happened basically, if you consider that a complex is formed there, okay, and that complex is octahedral actually, okay. So in octahedral all bonds are axial, so this 5d generate orbitals basically dissociate or basically bifurcate into two parts, and the first part is EG and the second one is basically the T2G. So this part is EG and this part is basically T2G. Now what will happen here, if you go for copper 2 plus, then basically in case of copper 2 plus the electron filling will be something like this, okay. The electron filling will be something like this. Now when complex the ligand approaches, then it repel this 3 differently than this 2, okay. So they have a different repulsion, but if they contain a different type of ligand, if they contain a different type of ligands here, then what happen basically, they will be repelling each of the orbital differently, okay. So you can't say that there will be a permanent distortion in all the orbitals, okay. So there will be some distortion, but it will not be permanent in all the orbitals. But if it is same, then it's totally clear that these 3 are going to feel less and these 2 are going to feel more, and because of this there will be huge distortion in them. So whenever same type of ligands are there, then maximum John Taylor effect is observed. Then maximum John Taylor or the distortion is observed, okay. So we'll show the maximum structural distortion in case of it has the same type of ligand. If it has a different type of ligand, then it will be showing the different bond length, okay. So you can't basically compare them, but here you will be getting different bond length due to this structural differences, okay. So here it is clear, okay. So this will be your correct answer, option number A. Now, dinitrogen is a robust compound, react at the high altitude to form the oxide of nitrogen that can damage the plant leaves. So what happened basically here, that dinitrogen when combines with the oxygen directly, it basically produces NO at high altitude, okay. This NO when comes to the lower altitude, it is highly reactive and it reacts with the oxygen to produce basically NO2, okay. So this NO2 is going to harm the plants and damage their leaves and basically retard the photosynthesis. So the correct answer will be the NO2, that is option number C, okay. Going for the option number C. Next question, correct structure of gamma methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde, okay. So when we are talking about the carbaldehyde, it is going to represent the CHO directly linked with basically ring, okay. So direct linked with ring, okay. So this is directly linked with ring, okay. So you can observe here this group, like this is ringed directly linked with the ring, this is not linked with the ring, so this can be rejected, okay. Here this can be also rejected because aldehyde is not directly linked with the ring, so these 2 are going to be either of the correct, okay. So this is the alpha position, the direct position where the main function group is attached, this is the beta and this is going to be gamma. So this is the gamma methyl cyclohexane carbaldehyde, so the option matches with this. Here the problem is that the methyl group is present at the beta position, okay. Going to the next, compound A undergoes following sequence of reaction to give compound B, okay. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप देखोगे ना तो ये कंपाउंड A है और ये बेसिकली कंपाउंड B बना के हमें दे रहा है, ठीक है. द करेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर एंड द कैरेलिटी ऑफ द कंपाउंड, तो देखो क्या होगा, पहले स्टेप में आप Mg लगा रहे हो, ठीक है, और Mg ये तो ग्रिग्नार्ड बन जाएगा, ठीक है. तो पहले स्टेप में जो आपके पास आएगा, आपको पता है कि RBr की रिएक्शन जब Mg से होती है तो ग्रिग्नार्ड बन जाता है, तो यहाँ पर आपके पास आ जाएगा MgBr, ठीक है, ये आपका ग्रिग्नार्ड हो जाएगा. इस ग्रिग्नार्ड को जैसे ही आप किसी भी एसिडिक हाइड्रोजन से रिएक्ट करा दो, जैसे यहां पर D+ है ना, ये एसिडिक हाइड्रोजन है, तो ये एक्चुअली क्या करता है, ये जो यहां पर एनाइनिक पार्ट होता है ये जाकर इससे क्या हो जाता है बेटा, डायरेक्टली अटैच हो जाता है। ठीक है, तो जो B कंपाउंड आपको मिलेगा वो कुछ इस प्रकार का मिलेगा कि यहां पर D आ जाएगा और along with that you will be getting MgBrOD। ठीक है, यहां पर MgBr और क्या मिलेगा बेटा, OD मिलेगा। ठीक है, तो ये आपका आंसर हो जाएगा। ये कायरल है क्या, बिल्कुल कायरल है, आप देख सकते हो ये कायरल सेंटर है। ठीक है, तो ये आपका आंसर हो जाएगा। ठीक है, गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, गिवन टू बिलो, दो स्टेटमेंट्स हैं। स्टेटमेंट 1, द कंपाउंड ये इज ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव, बिल्कुल यहां पे आप देख सकते हो कायरल सेंटर है। द स्टेटमेंट 2 इज अ मिरर इमेज ऑफ द अबव कंपाउंड, ये मिरर इमेज नहीं है। जब आप इसको कैलकुलेट करोगे ना पायरेटी ऑर्डर से, ठीक है, RS नॉमेनक्लेचर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन निकालोगे तो ये 1 में जाएगा। ठीक है, ये वाला आपका 2 में जाएगा। ठीक है, फिर ये आपका 3 में जाएगा और वो 4 में जाएगा, तो ये भी आपका S आता है और ये भी आपका S आ जाता है। ठीक है, दोनों अगर निकाल के आप देख लेना, दोनों S आ जाते हैं, तो दोनों अगर S आ गए तो दे आर सेम। ठीक है, दे आर एक्चुअली द सेम। ठीक है, तो ये सेम है, ये कोई उसका मिरर इमेज नहीं है। तो सेकंड स्टेटमेंट जो है वो अगर आप देखोगे तो ये तो यहां पर फॉल्स है, और ये स्टेटमेंट अगर आप यहां पर देखोगे तो ये स्टेटमेंट यहां पर क्या बेटा, ट्रू है। ठीक है, तो दिस विल बी योर आंसर। Going to the next, when ethanol is heated with concentrated H2SO4, a gas is produced. The compound formed when this gas is treated with the cold dilute aqueous solution of Bayer's reagent. ठीक है, तो देखो बहुत सिंपल है। अगर आप C2H5OH को ट्रीट करते हो किसके साथ बेटा, कंसंट्रेटेड H2SO4 के साथ। ठीक है, कंसंट्रेटेड H2SO4 के साथ अगर आप ट्रीट करोगे तो यहां पर क्या होगा बेटा, ये आ जाएगा CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH2। ठीक है, और जब आप इसको ट्रीट करोगे किससे बेटा, यहां पर एक्वस सोल्यूशन ऑफ बेयर्स रिएजेंट। ठीक है, तो बेयर्स रिएजेंट यानी अल्कलाइन KMnO4 की बात हो रही है। तो अगर आप अल्कलाइन KMnO4 से इसको ट्रीट करते हो, ठीक है, किससे ट्रीट करते हो बेटा, अल्कलाइन KMnO4 से, तो ये बेसिकली यहां पर बना देगा CH2 बॉन्ड CH2, यहां पर आ जाएगा OH, यहां पर भी आ जाएगा OH। ठीक है, तो डायोल प्रोड्यूस करेगा जिसका नाम होता है ग्लाइकोल। तो आंसर हो जाएगा ऑप्शन नंबर C। ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे बढ़ते हैं। हाइजेनबर्ग रिएजेंट क्या होता है, तो हाइजेनबर्ग रिएजेंट क्या होता है, बेंजीन सल्फोनिल क्लोराइड। ठीक है, तो इसको BSC भी बोला जाता है प्यार से। ठीक है, तो इसको बोलते हैं BSC यानी कि बेंजीन सल्फोनिल क्लोराइड। ठीक है, तो ये बेसिकली आपको यहां पे देखने को मिलेगा जो कंपाउंड नंबर A को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है। ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। विच आर द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ नेचुरल पॉलीमर, तो कौन सा नेचुरल नहीं है, प्रोटीन तो नेचुरल होते हैं, स्टार्च भी नेचुरल होता है, आलू वगैरह में मिलता है, प्रोटीन तो अब नेचुरल है, बॉडी बनाती है, रबर भी नेचुरल रबर होता है, रेयन नहीं है, रेयन जो है वो सेमी सिंथेटिक होता है। ठीक है, ये जो रेयन होता है ना सेमी सिंथेटिक होता है, जो नॉर्मल फाइबर होते हैं वो इतने अच्छे नहीं होते कि हम उनको कपड़ा बनाने के लिए यूज कर सकें। ठीक है, तो हम लोग कोशिश ये करते हैं कि बेसिकली उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज को इंप्रूव करें, तो उसकी प्रॉपर्टीज को हम लोग इंप्रूव करते हैं बाय उसका ट्रीटमेंट करके। ठीक है, तो उसको सेमी सिंथेटिक हो जाता है, आधा पार्ट तो उसका मिलता है ऑर्गेनिकली हमें, आधा हम लोग उसको वो करते हैं। ठीक है, ट्रीट करते हैं। चलो अगला जो है वहां पे असेसन रीजन क्वेश्चन है। अमाइलोज और अमाइलोपेक्टिन दो पार्ट होते हैं जिसमें से अमाइलोज सॉल्युबल होता है, अमाइलोपेक्टिन सॉल्युबल नहीं होता, तो इज इनसॉल्युबल। पहला स्टेटमेंट एक फॉल्स निकल गया। ठीक है, पहला स्टेटमेंट अगर फॉल्स है। दूसरा अमाइलोज इज अ लॉन्ग लीनियर, बिल्कुल लीनियर होता है, अमाइलोपेक्टिन ब्रांच होती है। ठीक है, तो ये आपका पहला स्टेटमेंट गलत है और दूसरा वाला सही है, तो डी आंसर हो जाएगा। ठीक है, कंपाउंड X इज अ वीक एसिड एंड इट एग्जिबिट द कलर चेंज एट pH क्लोज टू द इक्वलेंस पॉइंट ड्यूरिंग द न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑफ NaOH विथ दिस। तो देखो जब आप ये कर रहे हो ना तो यहां पर स्ट्रॉन्ग आपको क्या मिल रहा है बेटा, बेस है, स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है, यानी कि जो pH होगी आपकी इस रेंज की, जो pH होगी स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस की वजह से जो pH एट इक्वलेंस पॉइंट होगा। ठीक है, अगर हम बात करें pH एट इक्वलेंस पॉइंट तो ये अप्रोक्सीमेट जो वैल्यू आएगी वो 8 to 10 के बीच में आएगी। और 8 to 10 के बीच में कौन सा अच्छा इंडिकेटर होता है, कौन सा होता है, फेनोफ्थलीन, दैट इज HPH। ठीक है, क्योंकि मिथाइल ऑरेंज की बात करें या मिथाइल के किसी भी मिथाइल ऑरेंज या मिथाइल रेड की बात करें तो ये 3.3 से लेकर 4.6 तक चलता है। ठीक है, तो ये वाला बेटर वहां पर काम करेगा, तो इसलिए जो आंसर हो जाएगा वो फेनोफ्थलीन हो जाएगा। ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं। X ग्राम ऑफ मॉलिक्यूलर ऑक्सीजन इज मिक्स्ड विद 200 ग्राम ऑफ नियॉन। ठीक है, तो नियॉन के साथ मिक्स किया जा रहा है, नियॉन जो है वो कंपाउंड है 20 और बेसिकली 10। ठीक है, द टोटल प्रेशर ऑफ द नॉन रिएक्टिव मिक्सचर ऑफ दिस इज 25 बार। ठीक है, टोटल प्रेशर इतना है। द पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ द नियॉन इज 20। ठीक है, तो देखो टोटल प्रेशर जो होगा वो दो कंपोनेंट की वजह से होगा, P ऑफ O2 प्लस P ऑफ नियॉन। ठीक है, और ये कितना दे रखा है बेटा आपको, 25 बार दे रखा है। ठीक है, तो अगर इसका प्रेशर 20 है तो P ऑफ O2 आपको पता चल गया कितना होगा बेटा, P ऑफ O2 5 बार हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो 5 बार आपको यहां पे प्रेशर ऑफ O2 पता चल गया। अब पूछा क्या था क्वेश्चन में यार, द वैल्यू ऑफ X, अच्छा कितने ग्राम मॉलिक्यूलर ऑक्सीजन प्रेजेंट है। ठीक है, तो वॉल्यूम वगैरह दिया नहीं गया है, तो बेसिकली मोल फ्रैक्शन वाला लॉजिक यूज करना पड़ेगा। तो हम लिख सकते हैं P ऑफ O2 इज इक्वल टू P ऑफ टोटल इन द मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ इट, ठीक है, X ऑफ O2, ठीक है। तो इसको हम लोग यूज कर लेते हैं। तो P ऑफ O2 जो है वो 5 है, P ऑफ टोटल जो है वो 25 है, X ऑफ O2 को आप लिख सकते हो N ऑफ O2 अपॉन में आ जाएगा N ऑफ O2 प्लस N ऑफ नियॉन। नियॉन का आपको वो दिया गया है 200 ग्राम, तो मोल्स आप निकाल सकते हो। तो मोल्स ऑफ नियॉन जो हो जाएगा वो कितना हो जाएगा बेटा, वो हो जाएगा 200/20 इज इक्वल टू 10 मोल, ठीक है। तो यहां पर आ जाएगा ये 10, बस एक ही अननोन है N, उसको सॉल्व कर लो और 32 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, ठीक है, आंसर आ जाएगा, ठीक है। गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कंसीडर PF5, BR5, PCl3, ये चार बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स आपको दिए गए। करना क्या है, अमॉन्ग्स द फॉलोइंग मॉलिक्यूल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स आयंस हैविंग sp3d2 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन, ठीक है। चलो देखते हैं। तो PF5 की बात करें, sp3d होगा इसका हाइब्रिडाइजेशन, निकाल लीजिएगा, ठीक है, बहुत सिंपल है, आप बहुत आसानी से निकाल सकते हो, ठीक है। BRF5 की बात करें, इसमें 5 बॉन्ड पेयर और 1 लोन पेयर है, तो इसका जो हाइब्रिडाइजेशन आएगा वो sp3d2 आ जाएगा, ठीक है। PCl3 की बात करें, PCl3 में 1 लोन पेयर है और 3 बॉन्ड पेयर हैं, तो इसलिए sp3 हो जाएगा, ठीक है। SF6 की बात करते हैं, SF6 में 6 बॉन्ड पेयर हैं, इसलिए हो जाएगा sp3d2, ठीक है। और अगर बात करें ICl4 माइनस की, ठीक है, तो इसमें ICl4 माइनस में क्या होगा, 2 लोन पेयर और 4 बॉन्ड पेयर, यानी sp3d2 हो जाएगा ये, ठीक है। और फिर ClF3 की बात करें, ClF3 जो है वो आ जाएगा हमारा, इसमें 3 बॉन्ड पेयर 2 लोन पेयर आ रहे हैं, तो ये बेसिकली sp3d हो जा रहा है, ठीक है। और IF5 की बात करें, 5 बॉन्ड पेयर 1 लोन पेयर, तो ये भी sp3d2 हो रहा है, ठीक है। तो कितने में sp3d2 है, ठीक है, ये रहा, 2 रहा, 3 रहा और ये रहा चौथा, ठीक है। तो टोटल जो आंसर आएगा वो 4 आ जाएगा। गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, this much of solute A is dissolved in this much volume of ethanol and the freezing point of the solution was found to be this, ठीक है। द मोलर मास ऑफ द सोल्यूट आपको बताना है, बहुत सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है, देखिए। और फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट, एलिवेशन वगैरह सब कुछ दिया गया है, डेंसिटी ऑफ द इथेनॉल भी आपको दिया गया है, ठीक है। डेंसिटी ऑफ द इथेनॉल अगर आपको पता है और वॉल्यूम आपको दिया गया है, तो आप यहां से बेसिकली मास ऑफ इथेनॉल निकाल सकते हो, ठीक है। तो अगर मैं मास ऑफ इथेनॉल निकालूं, अगर मैं यहां पे मास ऑफ इथेनॉल निकालूं, तो ये हो जाएगा 62.5 इंटू डेंसिटी दैट इज 0.8, ठीक है। ये आपका जो आएगा ये ग्राम में आएगा मास, ठीक है। ये आपको मास आ गया। अब मास पता चल गया तो मोलालिटी निकाल सकते हो, ठीक है। मोलालिटी ऑफ सोल्यूट आ जाएगा A, तो मोलालिटी ऑफ A जो है वो कितना हो जाएगा बेटा, अगर देखोगे तो कितना 1.80 ग्राम डिसॉल्व किया गया है। अच्छा, इसका मोलर मास ही तो निकालना है क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। 1.8 अपॉन यहां पर m कर देते हैं, अपॉन में ये रख देंगे, ठीक है। तो इसको हम 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई भी कर लेते हैं। क्यों मैं 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूं वो तो समझ में आ ही गया होगा, ग्राम को किलोग्राम में चेंज करने के लिए, ठीक है। तो ये चीज होगी मोलालिटी हमारी। मोलालिटी आ गया। डेल्टा TF आपको पता है, यहां से यहां देख सकते हो, डेल्टा TF जो है वो कितना आ रहा है बेटा, वो आ रहा है बेसिकली 0.9, ठीक है। तो 0.9 विल बी इक्वल्स टू kb.m हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये हो जाएगा 2 इंटू, बेसिकली इसको पूरा रीअरेंज कर लीजिए, तो ये आ जाएगा 1.8 इंटू 1000, ठीक है, ये 1000 इंटू बेसिकली 1, ठीक है, अपॉन आ जाएगा m इंटू 62.5 इंटू 0.8। यहां से सिर्फ एक अननोन है आपके पास, अब वो अननोन क्या है, m, तो अब वो निकल जाएगा, ठीक है। ये आपका क्वेश्चन था। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, फॉर ए सेल, आपको एक सेल दिया गया है, ठीक है। द सेल पोटेंशियल इज फाउंड टू बी दिस, तो ई सेल आपको पता है एट 298 केल्विन। द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द स्टैंडर्ड इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल फॉर दिस आपको निकालना है, ठीक है। तो चलो इसको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा। कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, नस्ट इक्वेशन से। तो ई सेल क्या होता है नस्ट इक्वेशन के मुकाबले, ये होता है ई नॉट ऑफ द सेल माइनस यहां पर हो जाएगा RT/NF, ठीक है, RT/NF लॉग ऑफ, इसको 2.303 भी कर लो, ठीक है, इजियर कैलकुलेशन के लिए, लॉग ऑफ, ठीक है। अगर आप रिएक्शन को पहले लिख लो एक बार, ठीक है, तो जो रिएक्शन चल रही है वो कॉपर प्लस Ag प्लस कंबाइंस टू गिव यू, ठीक है, जो इक्विलिब्रियम रिएक्शन चल रही है वो चल रही है, यहां पर कॉपर 2+ बन रहा है और यहां पर आपको बन रहा है Ag, ठीक है। तो अगर आप यहां पे K लिखोगे तो K आ जाएगा Cu2+ की कंसेंट्रेशन, ठीक है। अब बैलेंस कर लेना, 2 लगेगा यहाँ पे, ठीक है, अपॉन में यहां पर आ जाएगा बेटा क्या आपका 2 टाइम्स Ag प्लस का स्क्वायर, ठीक है, Ag प्लस का स्क्वायर लगेगा, ठीक है। 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का चेंज हो रहा होगा ना, तो यहां पर जो इक्वेशन बनेगी K की वो बन जाएगी Cu2+ आ जाएगा, अपॉन यहां पर क्या आ जाएगा बेटा Ag प्लस का होल स्क्वायर आ जाएगा, ठीक है। अब आपको कुछ नहीं करना, इसकी वैल्यू आपको क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है, कितना बोला गया बेटा 0.06, ठीक है, n की वैल्यू 2 है, ठीक है। तो ये आप रख दो, तो यहां पर ई सेल विल बी इक्वल टू ई नॉट ऑफ द सेल, ठीक है, माइनस यहां पर हो जाएगा 0.06/2 ठीक है, और यहां पर आपके पास आ जाएगा log ऑफ, ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो तो CuAg की सॉरी इसकी कंसंट्रेशन 10 की पावर -3 है और इसकी है 10 की पावर -2 का होल स्क्वायर विच विल बी इक्वल्स टू दिस। ठीक है, सब कुछ आपको सॉल्व करना है क्वेश्चन में। ये आपको दिया गया 0.43, ठीक है, और इसकी वैल्यू आपको सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है ई नॉट ऑफ, देखो अब यहां पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन करना पड़ेगा, तो यहां से ई नॉट निकालोगे तो बेटा ई नॉट ऑफ द सेल कितना आ रहा है, दो रिएक्शन जो हो रही है उनको जोड़ा जाता है, तो यहां से यहां तक वाली रिएक्शन जोड़नी पड़ेगी, तो ये आ जाएगा ई नॉट ऑफ, ठीक है, Cu to Cu2 प्लस हो जाएगा ये ई नॉट ऑफ Ag प्लस टू Ag। ठीक है, अब आपको क्वेश्चन में ये A दिया हुआ है, ठीक है, ये रहा, ये आपको दिया गया, तो इसको डायरेक्टली यूज कर लेना, वो वाली वैल्यू यहां से निकल जाएगी जैसे आप इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे। ठीक है, तो इट विल बी ई ऑफ Cu to Cu2 प्लस आ जाएगा, ठीक है, प्लस ये हो जाएगा ई नॉट ऑफ बेसिकली Ag प्लस टू Ag। ठीक है, ये वैल्यूज आपको सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है, इक्वेशन सॉल्व करना है, आंसर आ जाएगा। ठीक है, मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एज्यूमिंग 1 माइक्रोग्राम ऑफ trace radioactive element X with a half life of 30 year is absorbed by the growing tree। ठीक है, तो the amount of X remaining in the tree after 100 year is this। ठीक है, तो देखो क्या करना है, हमें हाफ लाइफ पता है तो हमें डीके कांस्टेंट एक तरीके से पता चल जाएगा। ठीक है, इक्वेशन क्या होती है, लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू 1/t ln ऑफ बेसिकली इनिशियल अमाउंट अपॉन फाइनल अमाउंट। ठीक है, अब हमें लैम्डा पता चल जाएगा क्योंकि टी हाफ दिया गया क्वेश्चन में। ठीक है, तो लैम्डा इज इक्वल टू ln 2/t हाफ। ठीक है, ये देख लो, मैं आपको इक्वेशन सॉल्व करके नहीं दिखाऊंगा पूरा, बट मैं आपको सोल्यूशन में हिंट दे देता हूं कि करना कैसे है। तो इसको यहां पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो तो ये हो जाएगा ln 2/t हाफ, और टी हाफ आपको क्वेश्चन में 30 ईयर दिया हुआ है। ठीक है, हाफ लाइफ इज इक्वल टू 1/100 रख देना यहाँ पे। ठीक है, ईयर्स में ही रख देना। ln ऑफ इनिशियली हम मान लेते हैं कि 1 माइक्रोग्राम था, क्वेश्चन में गिवन ही है, और फाइनली हम मान लेते हैं कि W होगा। ठीक है, तो W आपको निकालना है, बस यही आपका आंसर है। ठीक है, गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, सम ऑफ ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट मैग्नीट्यूड एंड द कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर ऑफ कोबाल्ट। ठीक है, ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट का मैग्नीट्यूड और कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर को जोड़ना है। तो कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर, जैसे इसको अगर देखोगे ना तो ये बाईवैलेंट है। ठीक है, अगर आप इसको देखोगे तो ये बाईवैलेंट है। ठीक है, बाईवैलेंट का मतलब क्या है, ये मोनोडेंटेड बाईडेंटेड है। ठीक है, तो ये बेसिकली यहां पर अगर आप देखोगे तो बाईडेंटेड लिगेंड है। ठीक है, अगर ये बाईडेंटेड है तो इसकी डेंटिसिटी 2 हो गई और इसकी हो गई 4/1 क्योंकि ये मोनोडेंटेड है। तो टोटल कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर तो 6 आ रहा है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है, कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर तो 6 आ रहा है। अब चार्जेस की बात करें तो ये न्यूट्रल है, अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे ये लिगेंड जो आपको नजर आ रहा है ये न्यूट्रल है। अब यहां पर सोडियम है, यहां पे कोबाल्ट है, और इनको बैलेंस करना है किसको, 4 क्लोरीन को। तो सोडियम 1 क्लोरीन को बैलेंस कर रहा होगा, बचे कितने, 3, तो 3 को कौन बैलेंस कर रहा होगा बेटा, कोबाल्ट। तो जो ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट ऑफ कोबाल्ट इसमें आ रहा है वो आ रहा है +3, दोनों को जोड़ दीजिए। ठीक है, दोनों को क्या कर दीजिए बेटा, जोड़ दीजिए। तो जैसे ही दोनों को जोड़ोगे इट विल बी 9, तो ये आपका आंसर हो जाएगा 9। ठीक है, गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग सल्फर बेस्ड ऑक्सो एसिड्स, कुछ दिए गए, अमॉन्ग्स द ऑक्सो एसिड द नंबर ऑफ दोज व्हिच कंटेन पेरोक्सो बॉन्ड। ठीक है, तो चलो स्ट्रक्चर में आपको बना के दिखा देता हूं। तो पहला वाला अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर बनाओगे तो कुछ इस प्रकार का आएगा, इधर भी OH, इधर भी आपका OH, कोई पेरोक्सो लिंकेज नहीं है। दूसरे वाले की बात करें H2SO4 की, तो यहां पर आपका OH, यहां पे डबल बॉन्ड O, यहां पर OH, कोई भी पेरोक्सो लिंकेज नहीं है। गोइंग टू द दिस कंपाउंड, ठीक है, जो ये वाला कंपाउंड है H2S2O8। ठीक है, तो ये आपका SO और S होगा, डबल बॉन्ड O और इधर आपका आ जाएगा OH, यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड O और इधर आपका OH, पेरोक्सो लिंकेज है इसमें, तो इसमें तो है। ठीक है, ओलियम की बात करते हैं, ओलियम का जो स्ट्रक्चर होगा S डबल बॉन्ड O, फिर यहाँ पर S डबल बॉन्ड O, फिर यहाँ पर आपका OH, यहाँ पे आपका OH आ जाएगा, इधर भी आपका आ जाएगा OH और इधर भी आपका डबल बॉन्ड O। तो इसमें तो नहीं है पेरोक्सो लिंकेज, तो सिर्फ एक में ही है पेरोक्सो लिंकेज, इसलिए जो सही आंसर होगा वो 1 हो जाएगा। ठीक है, गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, 1.8 mg सैंपल ऑफ पॉलीहाइड्रिक एल्कोहल कंपाउंड X। ठीक है, हमें नहीं पता कि कितने उसमें हाइड्रोजन ग्रुप हैं, तो हम जो फॉर्मूला ले लेते हैं वो हम लोग ऐसा मान लेते हैं कि ROH और X है। ठीक है, कितने भी हाइड्रोजन उसके अंदर हो सकते हैं, हम लोग मान लेते हैं कि ROH X है। ठीक है, कंपाउंड X ऑफ मोलर मास 92, इसका मोलर मास दिया हुआ है। ठीक है, और इतना सैंपल का मास दिया गया है। ठीक है, गेव दिस मच ऑफ हाइड्रोजन। ठीक है, तो इससे कुछ हमें हाइड्रोजन निकल रहा है। ठीक है, एट STP द नंबर ऑफ एल्कोहलिक हाइड्रोजन प्रेजेंट इन द कंपाउंड X। देखो यहां पर क्या करेंगे कि हाइड्रोजन तो बेटा क्या रहने वाला है, कांस्टेंट रहने वाला है ना, हाइड्रोजन का एटम तो कंजर्व्ड रहने वाला है, जितने हाइड्रोजन एटम इनिशियली थे उतने ही फाइनली भी होंगे, तो हम क्यों ना उसी को कर दें यहाँ पर, ठीक है। तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली, अगर देखें ध्यान से, तो यहाँ पर जितने हाइड्रोजन के एटम है, अब कितने हाइड्रोजन के एटम होंगे यहाँ पर, x इंटू जितने इसके मोल्स होंगे, तो ये हो जाएगा x इंटू जितने इसके मोल्स है। मोल्स कैसे निकालेंगे, गिवन मास बाई मोलर मास, तो गिवन मास क्या है 1.84 इंटू 10 टू द पावर -3, ठीक है, अपॉन कर देंगे 92, तो इसके आगे नंबर ऑफ एटम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन ऑन दिस साइड। इधर कितने नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन एटम है बेटा, 2 इंटू, ठीक है, जो इसके मोल्स होंगे, मोल्स कितने हैं बेटा इसके, वॉल्यूम गिवन है तो रख दो 1.344 अपॉन, ठीक है, यहां पर हो जाएगा वॉल्यूम मिलीलीटर में रख देते हैं, तो ये हो जाएगा, ये आपका यहां से आंसर आ जाएगा, ठीक है। सॉल्व इट एंड यू विल गेट द एक्स, आपका एक्स आ जाएगा, आपका आंसर आ जाएगा, ठीक है। यही करना था क्वेश्चन में और कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है। आगे बढ़ते हैं, द नंबर ऑफ स्टीरियोआइसोमर फॉर्म्ड इन द रिएक्शन ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड, ठीक है। तो एक कंपाउंड है और कंपाउंड अब देखो PHC डबल बॉन्ड O, कंपाउंड C बॉन्ड OH, इधर भी क्या है CN और इधर आपका PH, ठीक है। इसकी रिएक्शन इन्होंने किससे कराई हुई है बेटा, SCN से कराई हुई है, ठीक है। तो यहां पर जैसे ही आप इसकी रिएक्शन SCN से कराओगे तो होगा क्या कि ये CN माइनस कार्बोनिल बॉन्ड पे अटैक करेगा, साइनोहाइड्रीन फॉर्मेशन हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये बॉन्ड यहां से खुल जाएगा और वो H से जुड़ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो जो आपको फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा वो PHC, इधर आपका आ जाएगा OH, इधर आपका आ जाएगा CN, इधर आपका आ जाएगा OH, इधर आपका आ जाएगा CN और इधर आपका आ जाएगा PH, ठीक है। अब आप ध्यान से देखो, दोनों कायरल सेंटर हैं बट कंपाउंड क्या है बेटा, मीजो है, ठीक है, सिमेट्रिक भी है। तो ये बेसिकली कितने आइसोमर होंगे, 3 आइसोमर्स, ठीक है। मीजो होता है और साथ ही साथ क्या होता है बेटा, यहाँ पे 2 कायरल सेंटर होते हैं, तो उसमें 3 आइसोमर्स एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, ठीक है। इसलिए जो आंसर हो जाएगा वो 3 हो जाएगा इस क्वेश्चन का, ठीक है। गोइंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, द नंबर ऑफ क्लोरीन एटम प्रेजेंट इन बायोथायोनिल, ठीक है। बायोथायोनिल को अगर देखोगे तो ऐसे 2 बेंजीन रिंग्स होती हैं और इसमें 4 क्लोरीन एटम्स होते हैं एक्चुअली, ठीक है। तो ये इस तरीके से थायोनिल होता है, यहाँ पे बायोथायोनिल की अगर बात करें, ठीक है, यहाँ से ऐसे बना दो बेंजीन, ठीक है, और इधर भी क्लोरीन, इधर भी क्लोरीन होता है, इधर भी आपका क्लोरीन होगा, ठीक है, इधर भी आपका क्लोरीन होगा, ठीक है। तो बायोथायोनिल में 4 क्लोरीन एटम होते हैं, ठीक है। सो द आंसर विल बी 4, ठीक है। तो ये हो जाएगा, बाकी इनके ऊपर आप OH OH भी लगा होता है, ठीक है। तो 4 आपका आंसर हो जाएगा इस क्वेश्चन का। तो ये था केमिस्ट्री का पेपर डिस्कशन, जिसमें मैंने आपको जितने भी केमिस्ट्री रिलेटेड डाउट हैं वो सब आपको बता दिया है, ठीक है। अगर आपको कुछ और भी डाउट है तो हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें, ऐप डाउनलोड करें, वहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे और ऑप्शंस मिलेंगे डाउट पूछने के, जो हम आपके लिए सॉल्व करेंगे, ठीक है। तो आप इतना ही, अब फिजिक्स का पेपर डिस्कशन यहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा। तो दैट्स इनफ फॉर टुडे।
Hello everyone. So today we are here to discuss the JEE Main solution of 29th July, the last attempt, the evening session. So starting from the first question, the question from electrostatics. So two identical metallic spheres A and B are there. When placed at a certain distance in air, repel each other with a force of F. So let's say you are having A here, you are having B here, and the distance between them is R. So the force is F, right? And both are initially having identical charge written here. All right. So now what you are doing is another charge, uncharged sphere, that is C, is first placed in contact with A. So if there is a C which is having no charge and this one is having Q charge, so you know that charge will equally divide and Q by 2 and Q by 2 will come because both the spheres are identical. Another identical uncharged is flash, then in contact with B. So just pick from here, A is having Q by 2 now and B is having Q already, and you are putting the C which is having Q by 2 due to the charging by A. Now the charge distribution will happen, both are again identical, so total charge is 3Q by 2. So whenever you will divide them, 3Q by 4, 3Q by 4 will be there. Now finally placed at the midpoint, so the final situation is something like C, B is there, the final charge on B is 3Q by 4, here it is Q by 2 and the charge on C is 3Q by 4, and you need to find the net force on this C. So all are positive, so there will be a repulsion. This is FA, this is FB, and FA you can write, FA is the force on C by A, K Q1 Q2 by R square, so it will be 3 by 8 KQ square by R by 2 ka whole square, right? K Q1 Q2, Q1 Q2 will be 3 by 8 into R by 2 the whole square, so it will be 3 by 2 KK square by R square, that is 3 by 2 F. Similarly, we can find the force due to B on A is K, Q1 Q2 is 9Q square by 16 divided by R by 2 the whole square, so it is 9 by 4 F. And we need to find the net force, both are in opposite direction, so what we will do is, sir, the JEE 23 have must be 75% on IPE, means, so the JEE 23 must be on 75% on IPE, not getting your question. So you are having two forces in opposite direction, so what you can do, just subtract them, 3 by 2 minus 9 by 4, so it will be 6 minus 9 by 4, basically 3F by 4 is there, minus is just showing the direction, so net force will not be FA minus FB, net force will be in this direction and the value will be 3F by 4. Alright, so that is B option. Moving to the next question, again a simple question from dimension. The torque is given by force into displacement, basically the dimension of torque, and the dimension of work is same, work you can write like this, and torque is also force into perpendicular distance you can write, so it should be Newton meter, means it will match with 3. Stress is simply force upon area, that is in fourth option. Latent heat is Q equal to ml, where latent heat is L, so it will be joule per kg, that is second, and power is something work done by time, so Newton meter per second. Just see there that A should match with 3, B should match with fourth, 3/4 is only given in B option, so B is my right answer. Moving to the next question. So two identical thin metal plates having charges Q1 and Q2. So let's say you are having two metal plates, one is having charge Q1 and other one is having charge Q2. You know that distribution of charge placed like the sum of charge by 2 comes the outside, right? So if total charge is Q1 and one side is this, so Q1 minus this will be on this side and the equal and opposite charge will come on the other side, right? And while forming the capacitor, we take the inside charge because that charge only store the energy between the two plates, right? So this is the charge of capacitor is equal to C into V. So you can tell that the potential difference is given by Q1 minus Q2 by 2C, that is C option, Q1 minus Q2 by C. Moving to the next question, direct theoretical based question. Alloys such as Constantan and Magnesium are used in making standard resistance coils, that is correct, and why? The reason is also written here, a very small temperature coefficient because they have very high melting point, and so the change in resistance with the temperature are very less, that is why we use these materials. So both the statements are right and reason is also correct for A, so answer should be A, both are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Moving to the next question, there is a 1 meter long wire which is broken into two equal parts, two unequal parts. So let's say the length of x is L, so length of y will be 1 minus L. Okay, so the x part of the wire is stretched into another wire L. This part you are stretching, है ना, such that its length gets twice. So you know that resistance is given by rho L by A, but if you stretch, so area will also change. So what you can do, multiply by length up and down, rho L square by volume. Volume will be constant. So if you are increasing the length by twice, resistance will be 4 times. So I can say that resistance of W is 4 times of resistance of X. And the another condition is given that resistance of W is twice that of Y, means the same thing is twice of Y, means resistance of twice of resistance of X is equal to resistance of Y, right? The same equation you can write 2 into rho, length of X is L upon area is equal to rho length of Y is 1 minus L upon area, rho by A will get cancelled, and 3L equal to 1, so L is equal to 1 by 3, means this length will be 1 by 3, so remaining length will be 2 by 3. And what you need to do is you have to divide the ratio of length is asking, right? So 1 by 3 upon 2 by 3 will be 1 by 2, that is B option. Alright, moving to the next question. So again a very good question from magnetic effect of current. Basically you need to find the force between them, and here you need to understand that force will act only in this region, है ना? Due to this wire, here will be magnetic field, but that will be very less. Okay, so what I have to do is, force is given by mu naught I1 I2 upon 2 pi d into the length, effective length, basically the overlapping length. Alright, so just put here all the values. Mu naught upon 2 pi will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 7, I1 and I2 will be 6 upon d is given to me 5 centimeter into effective length is the smaller one, which is given to you 50 centimeter, means half meter, right? So what we can do now is 2 and 2 will get cancelled, 1.2 into 10 to the power minus 5 Newton, and whenever the current is in same direction, then there will be attraction, so both wires will get attracted. It means this is the magnitude of force and there should be attraction, means Y wire will move towards X. So directed towards should be the answer, and it should be 10 to the power minus 5, so A option is right. Alright, moving to the next question. A juggler throws a balls vertically upward. Let's say there is a juggler, you know, juggler throws the ball in air, multiple balls in air, right? And let's say you throw a ball by you. So what the juggler is doing, whenever this ball reaches at the maximum height, so its speed will be 0, then you are releasing the second one. That is the question given. The first ball reaches its highest position, then when the first ball reaches its highest position, he throws the next ball. That is the question. And the juggler throws n balls per second. That is again important. Means in 1 second you are throwing n balls, right? So one ball you will throw in 1 by n second. So this ball you will throw after 1 by n second of releasing, right? And maximum height I need to find. So maximum height I know given by u square by 2g. And if I know the time, so I have to apply s equal to half gt square. S is maximum height, acceleration is z, time is 1 by n for one ball only. So answer should be g by 2n square. So this will be the maximum height for every ball, g by 2n square, whatever is the frequency. If he is throwing 2 balls per second, then answer will be z by 8. That will be my final answer, D option. Moving to the next question. Again a good question from AC chapter. A circuit element X, when connected to an AC supply of this is the RMS voltage, gives the peak current, peak voltage is given and peak current is given, both are written clearly, which is in phase with the voltage. So when current and voltage are in phase, if you are having purely resistive circuit, or LCR circuit at resonance. So it means there is only resistance and the resistance value will be V by I, means 20 ohm. In the second case, second element Y when connected to the same AC supply also give the same value of peak current, which lags behind the voltage by pi by 2. Means if voltage is this, current is this. This only happens in the case of inductor. So you can find that XL will be the maximum voltage upon maximum current, again 5 ohm. So you know two elements are there, resistance is 5 ohm and inductor is also 5 ohm. You are connecting them simultaneously. So if this is resistance, this is my inductor connecting with an AC source like this. This is 5 ohm, this is 5 ohm, and the question is asking you RMS value of the current, right? So what will be the Z? Z is R square plus XL square, means 5 root 2, and if I know its maximum value is 100, so I maximum should be 100 divided by Z, that is 20 by root 2. I need RMS current. RMS current is 1 by root 2 times of maximum current. So answer should be 10 ampere. Answer should be 10 ampere. That is, is there anything wrong? It's not. Let us just check. 5 root 2 is there. V maximum is 100 divided by this value was not 5 ohm, this value was 20 ohm actually. Okay, so this will be 20 square, so it will be 20 root 2, not 5 root 2. So if this is 20 root 2, it will be 5 by root 2, and the current should be 5 by 2 ampere. The current should be 5 by 2 ampere. So there is a calculation mistake. And why it happened? Because I have taken XL value wrong. R value was 20, XL value should also be 20, because the peak current in both the cases and peak voltage in both the cases are same. Moving to the next question from Mellus law basically. So whenever you are having a polarizer and an unpolarized light is passed with the intensity of 2I0, so if unpolarized light is there, so the average will be half of it, like the resultant intensity will become half of the initial. But a polarized light you pass from another polarizer which is having the angle 30 degree, then you apply Mellus law, initial intensity into cos square 30, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, so answer should be 3I0 by 4, that is given in C option. Alright, moving to the next question. An alpha particle and a proton are accelerated from a rest through the same potential difference, the ratio of linear momenta, right? So you know that linear momentum and kinetic energy are related to like this, and kinetic energy you can write Q into V. V is same for both the particles, so you just take the ratio m1 q1 upon m2 q2 is equal to mass of alpha particle is 4 times of mass of proton, charge of alpha particle is 2 times, and the second particle is proton, mass of proton, charge of proton, so it will be 2 root 2. Okay, so the ratio of momentum will be 2 root 2 ratio 1, that is B option. Moving to the next question, very simple question from nuclei chapter. Volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number. Radius of nucleus is given by R0 a to the power 1 by 3, right? And the nucleus shape is spherical. So volume you can write 4 by 3 pi r cube, means 4 by 3 pi R0 cube into A. So you can see here volume is proportional to the mass number, right? So volume of the nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number. Volume of the nucleus is independent of the mass number. If first one is right, second one will be wrong. Density of the nucleus is directly proportional to the mass number. So density will be something mass upon volume. Mass you can write A times of mass of proton divided by volume is also proportional to A. So density will be independent on mass number, right? That is something constant for nucleus. 2 into 10 to the power 17 is the density of every nucleus. Directly proportional to the mass number, this is wrong. Density of nucleus is directly proportional to the root of the mass number, wrong. Density is independent on the mass number, right? So A and E are right, means B option is correct. Moving to the next question. 1 kg is taken to a height from the surface of the earth which is equal to 3 times the radius of earth. So there is some mass m and you have taken to the height 3r. So what you need to is gain in potential energy, right? So gain in potential energy is actually m Yeah, initially you can write the potential energy as Z mm by R, finally minus ka, finally you can write minus Z mm by total distance is 4R. Just calculate the gain, so just subtract them, you will have 3 by 5 G mm by R. And how to find its value? Just multiply this by R by R. Zm by R square is small g, so 3m gr by 4. 3 by 4 into mass is 1 kg, g value is 10, and radius of earth is 6400 kilometer. So you can write like this. So this will be, this was 10, right? So this will be 1648 into 10 to the power 6, means it is 48 megajoule. That is A option. Right, moving to the next question. Again a question from kinematics. A ball is released from the height h. So a ball is released from height h. So total time, you know, it will be root 2h by g. Now question is saying that T1 and T2 be the time required to complete first and second half. This is time T1 and this is time T2. Just apply the second equation of motion from here to here. So h by 2 is equal to half g T1 square. So your T1 will be 1 by root 2 of root 2h by g, right? And if you know the total time and you know this is half time, so you can calculate this time also, right? It will be the total time minus that remaining time which here already spent. So it will be 2h by g 1 minus 1 by root 2, right? So what I have to do is I have to find the relation between them. So this was T1 and this is T2. So root 2h by g, you can write root 2 T1, root 2 minus 1 upon root 2. So T2 is equal to root 2 minus 1 times of T1, that is given in fourth option. T2 is equal to root 2 minus 1 upon into T1. Moving to the next question, very simple question from NLM. A smooth surface is there. You are having two bodies. One is having mass 5 kg. This one is of 3 kg connected by a light string, smoothly. The thing is important is the system is at rest. Just focus on this particle, how it can be at rest if the tension and the mg balances each other, right? And if the system is in equilibrium, then tension will be equal to m2g. So the net pulling force should be 0, means m2g should be equal to m1g sine theta. From here you can write sine theta is m2 by m1, 3 by 5, right? And the question is asking the force exerted by the inclined plane on the body. This inclined plane is only acting one force, that is normal force. There is no friction force because surface is smooth, and normal value is mg cos theta. How mg cos theta? If mg is there, this angle will be theta, so component of mg is mg cos theta. If sin theta is 3 by 5, so cos theta will be 4 by 5, and m1 mass is 5, so it will be 40 Newton, right? So that is given in B option. 40 Newton is my final answer. Moving to the next question. It's very simple question from kinetic energy and momentum relation. The momentum of a body is increased by 20%, then its kinetic energy increases by, right? So you know that kinetic energy is given by P square by 2m. You are increasing the momentum by 20%, means P by 5, so it will be 6P by 5. So your final kinetic energy will be 36P square by 25 into 2m. That is 36 by 25 of K1 times, right? And you have to find the fractional change. So obviously if momentum is increasing, kinetic energy will increase. So K2 by K1 minus 1, it means 11 by 25 into 100, because we want percentage change. So 44% should be my right answer. That is given in C option. Moving to the next question. There is a force and a position vector. You need to find the value of torque. You know that torque is given by cross product of R and F, right? So this is I cap, J cap, K cap. R vector is given to you 2, 2, 1. Force vector is given to you 5, 3, minus 7. So you can write this expression. You can expand this determinant. Minus 14 minus 3 is minus 17. minus j cap is minus 14 minus 5 is minus 19 plus k cap is 6 minus 10, that is minus 1 minus 4, right? So answer will be minus 17 I cap plus 19 j cap minus 4 k cap. I hope you are able to see the options. Minus 17, 19 minus 4 k cap, that is C option. Moving to the next question. Very simple question from thermodynamics. You are having PV graph and you need to find the area. Area is basically representation of work done, right? So area of this region will be half base. Base is 5 minus 2 is 3 into height is 300. So it is 450 joule. What about sign? If the cycle is clockwise, then work done is positive, and if it is anti-clockwise, it is negative. So answer should be B option, because cycle is given to you clockwise, right? Positive work will be more, so answer has to be positive also. The next question is, vertical component of the Earth's magnetic field is this. So you know that at any point, if this is the angle of dip, this is the component BH and this is BV, so it will be actually equal to B sine angle of dip, right? This is given to you 6 into 10 to the power minus 5, and you need to find the value of resultant magnetic field, means B. B you need to find, so 6 into 10 to the power minus 5 divided by sine delta, and this is given to you 3 by 4, 37 is angle and sine 37 is 3 by 5, so it is 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla, right? This is given to you. If you can apply that formula also, 1037 is equal to BV upon BH. For that you need to find BH also, but you directly use sine 37, so answer will be 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla, that is D option. Moving to the next question. The root mean square speed of smoke particles of mass is given, not molecular weight of that material, in their Brownian motion in air at NTP. NTP is simply means 20 degrees centigrade, so approximately 293 Kelvin, okay? And we need to find the root mean square speed, means RMS speed. So RMS speed is given by root 3 RT by molecular weight, but if you know the mass, so you have to apply 3 kT by m, right? So 3 Boltzmann constant is given to you, temperature is also given to you, divided by mass. Mass is also given to you in kg, SI unit itself, right? So you can see here 2, 3, 3, 9, 9 divided by 5 will be something 18, 18 into 1 will be something. If you will take its square, so by seeing the option it seems that answer will be 15 mm per second. Answer will be 10 to the power minus 6, and minus 6 square root will be minus 3. So yeah, it has to come in mm, and 5 60, 3 180, 180 point something 200 and 225 ka root is something, yeah, it will be 15 mm meter per second. And this is not possible. I am just calculating approximately because we have the options properly. The next question is, light enters from air into a given medium at an angle 45 degree, all right, with the interface of the air medium surface. So here you are having air, here you are having medium, light is entering like this, so there is an angle of incidence. It will bend towards the normal because you are entering from rare to denser medium. So if this is my R, this is something known as angle of deviation, which is given by I minus R, and this is given to you 15 degree. I is also given to you 45 degree. So R will be 30 degree. Just apply the Snell's law here. 1 into sine I is 45 degree, is equal to mu, that is something you have to find, into sine R. Sine R is also 30 degree. So mu is equal to 2 by root 2, means root 2, that is 1.414. And a simple question again. Moving to the next question. A tube of length 50 centimeter is filled completely. Good question, I would say. This question you can assume like from the fluid mechanics chapter, or you can assume from circular motion also, right? So if you rotate a rod like this, which is filled with a liquid, and if you will rotate like this, so due to centrifugal force, this liquid will shift in that direction, right? So what will force exerted at the other end? So you know that liquid will come towards that side and it will apply some force, and you need to find that force. So from integration people do remember the direct result also, but let us just take an element and let me derive the formula also. It is at a distance of x. So dm omega will be same for every element into its radius is x. Dm you can write m by L x dx into omega square. Alright, so just do the integration. X square by 2, 2 will be here, x square, just apply the limit 0 to L. So answer will be m omega square L by 2, right? So f is already given, we need to find the, if f is the force then the value of x is. Omega we need to find, so omega is root 2 by ml into root f. Is mass is given, 250 gram means 1 by 4 kg. As length is given, 50 centimeter means 1 by 2 root f. So 8 to the 6, 4 root f should be my answer. If you compare with this, so value of x is 4. Moving to the next question. Again a very simple direct formula based question. 10% of this power will be 11 volt, right? That is converted to visible radiation to change in average intensity. The visible radiation is there, like you are having a bulb of 110 watt. And the 10% of it is 11 watt, that is used in the visible light. So you know that power upon the surface area of wavefront is given by intensity, and you need to find the difference of at two distances 1 meter and 5 meter. So P by 4 pi will be common, 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon 5 square, just subtracting both the intensities, that's what question is asking. P is 11, 22 by 7 can be written as pi, and this is basically 24 by 25, right? 1 minus 1 by 25. So it is 2 times and it is 3 times, so 21 by 24 should be my answer. So if I will just convert into it, 10 to the power minus 2. So what I can write is 84 into 10 to the power minus 2 watt per meter square. Just check it, it's very simple, right? Just multiply by 100 and 100. So 21 into 4 will be 84, and that will be 10 to the power minus 2. So if compare this expression to this, the value of A will be 84. Alright, moving to the next question. A metal wire of length this and cross sectional area is this, was breaking stress is this. You know that breaking stress is given by force upon area, that is 5 into 10 to the power 8. A block of mass 10 kg is attached to one end of the string and is rotating in a horizontal plane. The maximum linear velocity of the block will be. So force you can write 5 into 10 to the power 8 into area. Area is given to you 10 to the power minus 4. So force should be 50,000, or you can write 5 into 10 to the power 4 Newton. Force is for the circular motion you need mv square by length. Length is given to you half is equal to 5 into 10 to the power 4. So v square will be 5 by 2 divided by mass is 10 kg, 10 into 10 to the power 4, right? So it will be 2.5. So v square is actually equal to 25 into 10 to the power 2. So v is equal to 50 meter per second. So the linear velocity or the maximum linear velocity will be 50 meter per second. All right. Moving to the next question. The velocity of a small ball of mass this, density this, when dropped in a container filled with a glycerine becomes a constant after some time, means it will achieve terminal velocity. If the density of the glycerine is this, then the value of the viscous force acting on the ball. So whenever you have a ball, there will be a viscous force in upward direction if it is going down, and then there will be a buoyant force in upward direction, and there will be mg in downward direction. It has achieved the constant velocity, means acceleration is 0, means net force has to be balanced. So you know that viscous force you can write mg minus buoyant force, right? Mg. So density of ball is 8 gram per cc, and we have to find in SI unit. So just convert into the SI unit. So mass you can write density into volume into g, right? Mass is already given, so let us just put directly mass, right? Mass is 0.3 gram, so this will be in kg, g value is 10, minus buoyant force you write density of liquid into volume inside into g. Density of liquid is 1.33 1.3 into 10 to the power 3 in SI system, right, into rho Vg, volume into G. Everything is fine? Yes. Ab I need to find the volume, so it will be something 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 1.3 into 10 to the power 3. Volume is mass upon density, right, and the mass of this ball is again 0.3, means 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by its density is 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3 into G. From these two relation also you can see that 8 is equal to mass upon volume. So from here also you can tell what is the mass, right? Density of ball is not 1.3, density of ball is actually 8, है ना? So 8 into 10 to the power plus 3 should be there. So now what can you do? 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 3.9 divided by 8, this will get cancelled, this will be 10 to the power minus 3, this is approximately 0.5, है ना, and it will be 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 Newton. And if you want to write in 10 to the power minus 4, so answer should be 25. Alright, moving to the next question. A modulated signal is given this. The bandwidth of output signal of band pass filter is. So bandwidth is given by 2 times of omega m. Bandwidth is given by 2 times of modulated frequency, not omega, है ना, but we have omega, that is 2 pi into 10 to the power 6. This is omega m. So what I can write is omega m divided by 2 pi. So you will get linear frequency. So it is 2 megahertz. So it should be 2 only. Simple question again, but yeah, you have to remember that bandwidth of the output signal is 2 FM. How it came? Like after the modulation, you are having 3 types of possibility: FM and FM minus FC, FC minus FM, right? So bandwidth, the maximum bandwidth will be 2 FM only. Alright, so the speed of a transverse wave passing through a string of length, mass, speed is also given to you. Hana, speed of a transverse wave is given by root T by mu, that is 60. So T will be 3600 mu. Alright, the area of cross section is given to you this, Young's modulus is this, extension you have to find. So what you can do is just apply the Hooke's law, A delta L, I need to find delta L, so it is FL upon AY. Force I have calculated 3600, mass upon length, this will be length upon area into y, length and length will get cancelled, 3600 into mass is 10 gram, means 10 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg divided by area, area is 2 mm square, means 2 into 10 to the power minus 6, y is 1.2 into 10 to the power 11. So just try to reduce this expression, this will get cancelled, this will be 30 times, so 15 into 10 to the power minus 5 is my answer. So this value of x should be 15 meter, okay, 0.15 mm is the extension. Alright, moving to the next question. A metallic bomb of simple pendulum has the relative density rho, means density of ball is actually 5 times of density of water, that is 1000 kg per meter cube. The time period of this pendulum is 10 seconds if the metallic bomb is immersed in water. So in general its value is 10 seconds. But if you immerse this ball in water, there will be a buoyant force, right? So net force will be mg minus rho vg, right? And this you can write mg effective, mg minus rho volume, you can write mass upon density of ball. So g effective will be g minus relative density 1 minus relative density, like this. M and M will get cancelled. Yeah, this is density of ball, so it should be 1 upon relative density. So G 1 minus relative density is 5, so it will be 4G by 5, means 8 meter per second square. That is the new acceleration. New acceleration. So new time period will be 2 pi root L by 4G by 5 means root 5 by 2 times of initial time, that is 10. So 5 root 5 second is my final answer. If you will compare this expression, the value of x will be 5 only. Alright. So next question is from Zener diode. You want a maximum Zener diode current is 25 milliampere. This current will be maximum only if there is no current going in this load resistance. So this will also be 25 milliampere. And if the potential difference across this Zener diode is 8 volt and this is 20 volt, so remaining will be 12 volt across this R. So you know that V is equal to I into R. So you will get the value of resistance as 1000 by 25 is 40 into 12, 480 ohm is my final answer. The value of R should be 480 ohm. Simple question from Zener diode. Moving to the next question, two radioactive material A and B have decay constant, two different decay constants are given. Initially they have the same number of nuclei, then the ratio of the number of nuclei of B to A is given to you E, means number of nuclei of B is E times of number of nuclei of A. This you can write N naught e की power minus lambda Bt is equal to E times of e की power minus of lambda At, है ना, N naught. N naught initial number of nuclei are same, they will get cancelled. You can write here from lambda A minus lambda B into T is e की power 1, means lambda A minus lambda B is 9 lambda, T should be equal to 1, so time period or the time taken should be 1 upon 9 lambda. Okay, so if you will compare these two expression, the value of A is 9. Simple question. Next question is a capacitor of capacitance is charged completely using a DC supply. DC supply is there, and it is now connected to an inductor of inductance. So if you will connect to the DC supply, capacitor will charge by this charge CV. C is given to you 500 into 10 to the power minus 6 into V is 100. So it will be 0.05 coulomb, or you can write 50 millicoulomb, and in simple terms you can write this much coulomb. And whenever you are having a LC circuit, means LC oscillation, the charge variates like Q max, this was the Q max of the capacitance into cos omega t, right? So current I need to find, current is dq by dt, yeah, you can say current will decrease, minus dq by dt. So Q max into omega into sin omega t. So current maximum will be Q max into omega. Q max you know, 5 into 10 to the power minus 2. Omega is something you should know that in LC oscillation omega is L into C, 1 upon root L into C. So this is C, this is L. So the product will be 500 into 50 into 10 to the power minus 9, 25 into 10 to the power minus 6, 25 into 10 to the power minus 6. So it is 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, means 10 ampere is my final answer. Okay, so the maximum current value will be 10 ampere. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for joining the session.